Stories, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snowmaid6, and we are back on Dunalka. So as you can see, we're just putting these pastures that we're going to put in place to grass now. So we're just cracking on as best we can. Try and get them all to grass. As I say, we do have those areas back there. We might look at maybe getting some sort of mulcher and maybe mulching the bushes down. If we can't get a plough, we'll see how it works for us. But so far, we've the first section done. Our canola is actually up out of the ground as well. So it needs a bit of spraying. As you can see, weeds are taking over. And you'll see in the distance there, we have our first grass paddock sown. And we're on to the second one, so hopefully we'll get this in before winter. We should manage to do it. And with that then, that will give us grass to play with next year. So we can look at doing hay and silage. It'll give us something extra to be playing with. And we're still waiting on our soybeans over there in the distance as well. That green patch is our soybeans and they haven't come in yet. So once they're in, we should be rocking and rolling then, guys. Harvest will be complete for the season. And we are more or less ready. Well, we've canola planted. We need to figure out what we're doing with our other couple of fields. But for now, the little Ford is chugging along, doing its best. As I say, this area of grass here will be a nice chunk of grass for us. We're quite happy with it. And that section down there, that's all bushes. We might look at trimming that, maybe trim some of the back area here and put up a small fence around grandfather's house. We'll see how it's all looking really. But for now, we're plowing along nicely. If we quickly check the store, and we have nothing. Although that could be of interest to us more. 180 horses. Interesting. Cheap as well. 15. Oh, we nearly bought that. Nope, don't want to buy it just yet. 15,000 is pretty cheap. So we'll have to see how that goes. We might maybe look at that. Have to see. Just going to swing all the way around here, try and fill in these gaps we've missed. Struggling badly for power there. So some of you know, still a little bit bunged up, suffering with a cold, but we're on the right side of it now, I hope. So all going well. Another couple of days we'll have beaten this, and we should be then looking to do some exciting few things with the channel. We'll see how we're going. We do plan maybe to start live streaming at some stage. Kind of keep my eyes out for a map that we can do that with, but we'll see. That way we won't interfere with the series that we're running here. So do have that to look forward to, and we will try and get back into our racing as well, guys. It's been a while, or a little bit rusty, but we'll see what comes of it. Oh, that's a big game freeze there. Not sure where that's coming from. But for now, guys, we're going to press on here. We're going to get all this grass done. We'll catch back up when we're pretty much done the sowing of grass, and we'll see what's going to be ahead of us. I'd imagine it will be a little bit of spraying on the left side, and we do have a small harvest left to finish on the soybeans. So We'll be back in a jiffy and we'll see what we're getting up to. So as we complete the last pass or two, we have our grass zone for the year, and we might look at expanding our grass areas, as I say, maybe over the winter. We'll see which way it works best for us, but at least we will have grass into next year, which is the most important part. Obviously we need to pick up more and all that good stuff to go with it, and maybe look at either a silage pit or an area to store silage bales. We're not sure, probably bales makes the most sense. Space is limited on the yard at the moment. I just randomly drive over a few bushes, we don't mind any of that. So we're going to get back to the yard, guys. We do have a bit of weed spraying to do. So we're going to hook up the sprayer, make sure we clean it out, swap the tires over to narrow tires, and we're going to go weed spraying in our canola. That is the plan. So while I suffer here with some incredible lag in single player, don't ask me where it's coming from. We'll be back in a second, guys, and we'll be spraying our canola. And here we are. So we're just spraying with the old synth spray, which is a fantastic investment. Really is saving us on the amount of herbicide we're placing down. Not only good for the environment, but also good for the bank balance, so we won't complain about that. So our canola's at a good stand. Oh my god, what a patch of weeds to come back to. They are everywhere, and wipe them all out. So as we look across the field, some real good patches of weed. I wonder, is that because we didn't plough? We seem to be getting quite a distinct patch of weed there. Not sure where it's coming from, but interesting. So we're just going to whip around here. We're going to quickly do a headland. We might stay external for some of this. But yeah, we're knocking out quite a bit. This is a nice sprayer. Clip the bush there. We should probably raise our boom just a little bit as we're going over some bushes. We don't want to be exactly in there, but it is what it is. And now we need to try and avoid that telegraph pole, which we have not done. So we'll back up here. And we managed to avoid it this time. So progress on the farm is tipping along nicely, guys. We do have a nice bit achieved. I do apologize for the silent part. Got a little bit caught up there in my throat, had to clear it. But we are tipping along nicely in the farm. As I say, progress trope this winter should be interesting. We get the definitely get one cow shed up. We're looking at two, but depending on price, I think we're missing a bit there. So spread back this way. Depending on the price and maybe where we are sitting at the current stand, we definitely get one up. Not sure yet of our final capacity, what we're looking at doing, but yeah, we'll see. We've room for one, so we're definitely aiming at one, and we'll see where things go from there. If cattle is successful, we may put out a second barn to expand our numbers, but we'll see how we're going. Lots has to happen first. As I say, we still need a new tractor, a mower, all that good stuff. We're dealing now with grass and animals. We've no front loader on the yard, so we'd have to look at that. So lots of little things to do. Unfortunately, as much as I love this tractor, it might have to go, but we'll see. I really don't know where those jump frames are coming from. It's quite annoying. It's only started in the last day or two. I'm not sure hoping it's not what I think it might be, which is a graphics card on the way out. But we'll cross that bridge. If it does happen, it's going to be a sad, sad moment for us. But back to the farm, guys. Yeah, we're looking like having a busy winter. Bit of progress to be done. Might get out to a few dealerships, check out what they have to offer. Trust there will be a car coming just as I swing the big boom all the way out. Mug's Law. But this field is still quite large, despite the fact we've taken 2 sections of it for grass. And I say what we took were the kind of low yielding spot of the ground. After doing 2 harvests, we kind of noticed that's the low area, so it's no harm to get rid of it, throw it to permanent grass, and we'll get something from it that way. Yeah, it's all coming together quite nicely. We won't complain. I don't know, can we go in cab for a while? It's going to be tough to see that far off boom. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming together nicely. As I say, we get a bit of grass, something different for us to do as well. Storage for our bales could become an issue, but we'll see. We'll have to plant wheat again next year if we're looking to get some straw bales, or else oats maybe. I don't think we need any wheat for the chicken. We have a lot in storage, and we probably will be selling a bit of that. So lots of decisions. Oh, missing a bit. That's so upsetting. We'll try and swing out and get this bit here. That's better. So yeah, we don't need to plant any more wheat, so we might do oats maybe. We'll see on one of our fields. If we can manage to get a plough, we might combine the small field where the harvester is sitting and the one that currently has soybeans in it to make one slightly larger field. Don't ask me why we'd want to do that, but we probably will. So yeah, all in all, lots of things to do. We just need things to kind of come together now. Hopefully over the winter we will be able to pick up the equipment we need going into the season. As I say, we also have a selling season, I think, this year. Unfortunately, the way things are looking, we probably have to get someone in to contract out our bins again. We don't have that ability ourselves, and I don't think we'll gain it this year. So that is a cost to us. I think it's about 10 grand, and they'll empty out. They should have enough in that, I think, to do all our runs and complete our contracts, and that way we'll empty out our bins for the following season. So storage is an issue. If we do pick up more land, we're probably going to have to look at raising a new bin, or maybe on one of the ground, maybe even the new bit of land we pick up, maybe putting up a proper silo system. Or else we take from one of the fields we currently have and expand our farm operation that way. Our current bin setup is fine, nothing wrong with it, but as we pick up more ground, if we do pick up more ground, definitely silo space is going to become a big issue for us. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. Obviously, if we do maybe pick up more ground, we might convert another field to grass, one of the smaller ones close to the yard. Just so we're not doing huge draws with bales and stuff. But yeah, it's exciting times, guys. It's progressing along here nicely, and as I say, we still have a nice healthy bank balance, 670,000, so we haven't burned through it either, which is fantastic. I feel like I'm being very responsible with it. Whether I am or not, I don't know. Investing in cattle is an expensive operation, and but we've kind of committed now. We've done the grass, so well, I suppose we haven't either. We could just do grass for a year or two, build up to it. I know silage is worth a bit of money, so we could help out local farmers in that area, but we'll see. We have options, and that's what matters. And we, as I say, it'll diversify what we do on the farm, bring a bit more content as well, which is always a good thing. We might just swing out here and get this piece we're going to leave barren, just to knock any weeds that are starting to show on it. 'Cause, let's be honest, we don't want to leave them there. And now we can start tracking up and down the field, guys. So with that said, we're going to continue weeding away here to our heart's content. Not even weeding, we're actually applying herbicide. So we're just going to keep spraying the canola so we get the best out of it. And as I say, over this side we have our first grass paddock here and our second one just on the crest of the hill there. So exciting times, looking forward to seeing that grow. And yeah, we'll see how we progress as we go. We do still have a harvest to go, which is behind us there, that green field where the harvester is sitting to the left of it. That is our soybeans for the year, so we do have that to get off. And once we've that done, that is harvest complete. We have our canola planted, so all we're looking at then is our spring work. Maybe a couple of fields need attention. That new one we bought, we'll have to do something over there just to tidy it up. Did we spread lime in that? I think we might have. It's been a while, can't quite remember, but we'll double check everything, make sure we're walking into the best scenario that we can coming into spring. Whatever work goes on around the farm, we'll be sure to show that as well, guys. When the new shed goes up, if it goes up, if we go ahead with it this year or if we delay it, we'll see. But for now, we're thinking of doing it this winter with the hopes of, I don't think we'll get a grass cut this year, so we probably won't be looking to buy cattle until probably summertime next year. Maybe late spring, we'll see. It depends on when we can start getting our grass crop in running order and working, and if we can pick up the equipment in the meantime, and if we have enough money left to buy animals. There's a lot of ifs in this, guys, a lot of ifs. But for now, I've been Snow86. This has been another episode on Dunalka, and as always, guys and girls, thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you've seen below, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a big old thumbs up, it means a lot. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you all again. Take care.